It somehow started with my last visit in Malta. I did a course, advanced thumb release course, and I was talking about different thumb rings, and we checked the box Danny has still in Malta, and I saw this ring from Custom Thumb Ring Archery. I'm not sure if it's still from my patch or if he got it. And I thought, wait a second, this is exactly what I thought. Manchu rings, usually, as we know, the classical design, this big or this big, even the wooden ones this big. But why were they that big? Because back in the time, the Manchu bows had a string thickness of, depending on which source you read, from 4 to 6 millimeter. I read even once 8 millimeters. So let's say 5 millimeters. Okay. Now see, I put a fake 5 millimeter string on this bow, and of course it makes sense. See that when I have a ring of this thickness and a 5 millimeter string, then it does make sense. But nowadays bows, the string has 2 millimeters, 2.5. So this really doesn't make sense, because you need to overcome all this distance here to get there. Then I thought, why not having a thinner Manchu ring? That's why this one caught my eye, because it's thin enough for a thin string. You see, the string has 2.5 millimeters, and the ring has the size, thickness accordingly. So with a thin string, I can pull this bow with my shallow hook technique, as I use with the thick ring. But the release here, the string always needs to surpass this whole width here, the whole thickness of the ring. And here it doesn't. It's just how it's made for it. So I think traditional designs are nice, but you need to adapt to the materials you use nowadays, my opinion. So this is nice, and of course everybody is copying these ones without thinking about the string thickness. I have 5 millimeter string, fine, use a thick one. But nowadays the string is 2-3 millimeters. A thin one is fully enough and gives you a nicer release, and I think it makes more sense. So then, when I went home, I directly reached out to Custom Thumb Ring Archery. She said, listen, are you still making these rings? I just found this one in Malta. And I said, yeah, we even improved them. Now look at this, they have now different colors and different lengths of these rings, which I need to test now, which one works best for me. And compared to this one, when you look inside, it's relatively flat, and the new ones have a very coarse, where's the sun shining in here? Very coarse, very rough inside, so they hold way better on your finger than the old one. So really nice, but that's not all. Now the movie Camel Caravan comes into mind again, because I was always looking for something on the bow hand. And look, you have now these nice flat Manchurian thumb ring, right? What if you get one for the left thumb too? You just push it a little further back, and all of a sudden you have here an arrow pass, and you have here your thumb ring. And for the ambidextrous shooters, you put this one back, put this one in position, and you can shoot left hand, have an arrow pass and have a thumb ring. That was the idea. I need to elaborate now. Considering that the ring might now too thick, and you know this from Korean thumb rings, they have this leather strap. You just put it in until the ring sits nice and snug. You can put this out of the way. Then you have a well-fitting thumb ring. Let's say the normal one you shoot, the same size as the right one, but on the right thumb is a little bigger, so it works for this. And on the left side you just use this, so you have two same size thumb rings. Left side you put the leather in, on the right side it works anyway. And then you can shoot your pretty bow with, on one side, an arrow pass, which you need to define how you will make it there, that the arrow rests nicely. And on the other side, your regular shallow hook thumb ring. Look at this. See that? And you don't have to worry that you scratch yourself here, because you have a thumb ring. And if you want this set, you just switch around. Put this one a little in front, over half of the knuckle. This one a little further back. And you have the same if you want to shoot left hand. I like this idea that I have a simple ring here and not this big leather constructions for my students, because it's always a hassle and leather gets sweaty and dirty and not hygienic. But a plastic ring like this is just fine. You should check out Custom Thumb Rings. They are really awesome, guys. They sent me now the leather straps for these rings. They have now different colors or even materials with this very coarse inner part. This one fits nicely, weighs nothing. You see, this one is a little shorter, and with these ones I need to experiment now which one works best. The shorter one or the longer one. Then this brown one is nice too. Look at this. Awesome. I just need to figure which length works best. I think still the long one, because the longer it is, the least shallow hook you need. But even this one feels nice. And even the shortest one feels nice. And with the shortest one, you could even go ahead and put it behind you and use it as a regular thumb ring. Extends your draw length, of course, a little bit, so you want to put it here. But it's fine too. So it shoots totally fine too. A short one, see? Full easy shallow hook as usual. Works nice too. So with this different length, I need to experiment now which one works best. Then I will get sets, maybe a bigger one and a smaller one. I don't know, that you can use them on the left hand with your arrow pass, arrow shelf, and on the right side for your shooting. So this is exciting, but it needs a bit more time for me to experiment and figure out. And when you see that was the first version, and now how premium these rings are, they look really gorgeous. And I guess you can have them then in several colors. This one is not too wide. See, I need to almost hook, medium hook. But once you put it here, it's fine, then it works again. So it's not a problem. It's interesting, so stay tuned. I will do a lot of testing which ring works for me, how I can get the maximum out of it, and how I might make them usable for my courses for my students. That's all. Shout out again to Custom Thumb Rings, archery, customthumbRings.com in America. Awesome, guys. Thank you for providing the rings and the leather straps. More to come. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.